Hi friends from around the world, here we are again with a new video series. I'm proud to present industrial designs to you. Now this is a video series which will, in the format of some 15 minutes each block and thematically building on one block on the other. This will give you an overview on industrial designs. The intent is, so the target public, so to say, is European, non-European lawyers, non-European IP students, business owners making or wanting to make business in Europe and wanting to know a bit about the industrial design system. You have also a video series already online for trademarks, and I would encourage you to have a look into it. Then you can see, for example, what will you expect on this video series. It is more or less produced in the same sense, although the thematic is completely different. So you want to know about the industrial design. So what are industrial designs? In fact, for some, they are some kind of small patents. For others, they are something like trademarks. For still others, they think, well, they overlap too much with copyright in order to have its own right. Well, I would think that each intellectual property right has its own right of existence, its own angle to protect the business. It is all about business here, right? So you see the channel is being called Business and IP. It is a very much a business-oriented presentation. You have often lawyers who present IP right, which have no really an idea about business, and then you have the business which have not really an idea about the intellectual property rights, and both together is the one which gives you success. So therefore the existence of this video, the niche, I think, which do not exist anywhere else. Now, the importance for business of industrial designs. Let me see. This is industrial designs is about the appearance of the product, the appearance, its shape, how it looks like. That is protected through industrial designs. So the trademarks, I mentioned before, the trademarks is the origin. So it's the company existing since a long time, the Coca-Cola or the Johnson & Johnson, and I don't know, I don't have to look into the product itself. I know it's from Johnson & Johnson, so it's good. So that is a different philosophy, right? For the industrial designs, it is not the background of the company. It has no bearing on the decision. If you have, for example, a microphone in a conference, and you see that microphone in the hand of somebody, you don't know the trademark of it, but you see the coloring, you see its shape. If you take it in your hand, you see the texture of the material, and well, you get to like it, and you don't care about patents, all the inventions which may be inside that microphone. It is not the tipping point for you to buy it. It is its shape. So that is industrial design. And the attractiveness of the design is what it drives. And there are some business around the world which are driven just by the shape of the product, by its appearance, by its design, attractive design for the consumers, by the colors, by the new materials, how you feel it. So this is what it is about, industrial design. Now let me see, in Europe you have two layers, and again I have to I don't want to repeat everything what I have said for the trademark, so if you have seen the trademarks, even better. But just here, there are two layers. One is the national layer of design, so you can go to the national offices, to the German office, to the French, to the Swedish office for designs, and you can apply for a design there, or you can go to the European Union design system, what this video series is about. And there you get one title, not for one country, not for 27 countries, but one title for the whole European Union. So you don't get 27 titles, right? You get one title for the whole European Union. So there may be possibilities that you want to choose the one or the other, or there are others who want to choose both. We come to this a bit later when we talk about strategies. But the two layers is important to understand because there is not only the managing office, which is different, so the national office, and the EU IPO, the European Union Intellectual Property Office in Alicante, Spain, for the European Union. But from that onwards, for enforcement, for example, or for administrative review, you have the courts, the national courts for the national industrial designs, and you have the European courts, so still different courts, different line of courts for the European design system. Now, the European design system is from 2007 only, so it is younger, even much younger than the trademark, which dates back to 1994. And the same managing agency, EU IPO, which proved to do well for the trademarks, they are also in charge of the industrial designs. Now, with trademarks, there was a new system, the European Union trademark system, and it was clear, well, as a new system, let us review it once it has a trajectory of 10 years. So the same applies here as well. From 2007, there was an initial understanding and clear vision that the European legislator wanted to review the functioning of the system and improve it if necessary, if you can improve it and adapt it better to business needs, what it is about, business, right? So this is now ongoing. We are in 2021, and it has not been come to an end. That review process, it started in 2017, but there is no clear text on the reform on the table yet. So it will be 2-3 years from now. It will still take some time, but this doesn't say that the content of the video will change. No, it will not change. So I will limit myself to the basics, to those which will not change over time, even with the reform. There may still be, the cost, the fees, they may change, but well, that is a minor point. But what the lessons here in the video, they are timeless. So that is a philosophy which I built into the whole video series. All video you will hear on this channel, they are timeless lessons. If you hear it 5 years from now, well, they are as valid as they were during the 5 years previous to that view. So this gives you a possibility to learn about industrial designs, to get acquainted with it, if you are a lawyer, a non-European IP lawyer, you want to advise your client correspondingly and with sound advice, right? But you need the background. If you're a business owner and you want to talk to the lawyer about IP, well, you need to have a background on IP. Otherwise, you will just listen to the lawyer and having swallowed whatever the lawyer spits at you. Or if you are a non-European lawyer, you have to talk to European lawyers on IPR issues, if it is the industrial design. So you should have some knowledge about industrial design. From trademarks, well, you go to the trademark series, all free of charge, and you can get the necessary background in order to have a sound conversation with the European lawyer. Now, some numbers on the importance is not as important as trademarks, for example, and different from, much different from on patents. But still, we have received, so in EU IPO, they receive 100,000 designs a year, which have now some 1,500,000 designs already. So that is still a lot. They come from, well, all over the world, namely European countries. So the applicants are Europeans mainly, but there are also United States, Japan, South Korea, China. There are a lot of Chinese are very much on industrial designs. They call it design patents inclusively. Well, there are from Barbados. There are a lot from Barbados. I don't know why. And industry, well, is industry-wide. There are some more: jewelry, fashion, automobile, furniture. They are the ones which are the heavyweights of the industry. But there are still others which are less into this industrial design issue. Now, industrial design is not one stop only. So I want industrial design and I take industrial design. No, you have to see the whole panel of IP rights at your disposal, and you draw one, or you draw the other, or you draw both, or you draw still a different one. So there are different aspects which you need to understand in order to take the right decision. And although we have not covered yet copyright, that will come in the future, or patents that will come into the future as well. The unitary patent is underway, so I will wait until that unitary patent has been adopted in order to guide you through the patent gateway. So I want to make a special remark on the World Industrial Design Conference, which is held every October, and this year, as well as last year and the year before, it is held in Yantian, which is in northeast China. Very nice town, gathering all the designers, important designers of the world. So it's a World Industrial Design Conference with participants all over the world. And I think this time it is not anymore virtual, it is in person, so that again we are able to connect one with the other and get into a network which drives us further. Now, for the designer, I think this is an important series to have a look at. It is not that you need to have industrial design. There are unregistered design or copyright, which is not subject to registration, as you know. So there are other possibilities which exist, but you need to have the background. You need to have the tools in order to, without a hammer, how can you nail the thing? That is not possible. You need the tools in order to make good work, and intellectual property is the tool in order for your business to thrive. And precisely, designers are in a vulnerable spot, I would say. They are often only one person shop per shop. So, or if you're in a university, there's a bit more, but a designer is a creative work. There may be designers working for other, but often they are freelance, like journalists, or it's a creative issue where you want to do one thing, you're inspired and do one thing for one industry, and another day you're inspired to see or to make something for a different industry. So often they are freelance. And then also they are vulnerable. They don't know what a design is. They sell the design and that's it. And they could do better? I don't know. They could do better if they well understand the intellectual property, which is precisely in favor of their business. So if you don't know all the aspects which are in your favor, well, you are not well equipped, I think, in order to draw all the juice out of your work. And that's what you want to do at the end, right? Okay, so I will leave you with this and the next video, so we will go a bit more deeper into the matter. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you. If you want to look into all videos, I would be very happy to receive your feedback.